Welcome to San Dimas Wine Shop. Welcome, welcome. First off, I'm going to start with commercial. We have just a few places left for this wonderful wine dinner featuring the Jaffers Winery at Owen's Bistro. So if you haven't signed up, please give us a call and see if we can get you in. It is Valentine's week, you know. And to start this week off, we're going to be doing Zinfandels. And Zinfandels are just, I think they're just a sexy grape. First of all, let me talk to you about Zinfandel. Zinfandel is California's state grape. Every state has a grape, and ours happens to be Zinfandel. And it was started up there in Lodi. So Lodi really brings us the wonderful jammy fruit of the Zinfandel. But we have 6 wines here this week, and they all come from different areas. I'm going to start off with the Manifesto, and the Manifesto ruby color, medium bodied, so a lighter style for Zinfandel. It's going to have some nice baking spice to this with a little bit of currant. So it's going to have a nice long, lean taste to this onto the palate. Then we go on to Jelly Jar. Is that the greatest name for a wine, Jelly Jar? I love that name. And the fruit in this bottle is fantastic. Still on the lighter side, it's coming from Lake County, and their terroir there is a little bit drier, and they have a little bit stressing of the roots, so the juice comes out real nice and juicy, but still a nice finish with raspberry and a little bit of black cherry and pomegranate. I get a little pomegranate. I tasted a little smokiness on the end of this, and I kind of like that. Zinfandel always goes great with a barbecue. That really adds to it. Next, we're going on to Wild Thing, an old vine. Old vine Zin, it has to be at least 25 years old to be stated as old vine. And this is nice from Mendocino County. Aromas of black cherry, black fruit, black raspberries, a little hint of pepper, but not that stringent where it's like going to take away from the fruit forwardness of the Wild Thing. And coming up on, you know, it is Valentine's Day. Wild Thing would be a good bottle to have for Valentine's Day. I'm just thinking. Next, we're going on to Fritz. Fritz Estate Grown Zinfandel. And this is from Dry Creek Valley. This estate one is going to have some nice red currant, red cherries. I find this a little bit more fruit forward, which places it right in the middle of the tasting, which gives your palate a little chance to recover from some of the spiciness and moving on to the jammier. So Fritz, nice, wonderful black currant, raspberries, a little cocoa to the back of the palate. Pretty nice. Now we're going on to Limerick. Limerick Lane Zinfandel from the Russian River. This one got 91 points, Robert Parker, and 91 points from Wine Spectator. It's got some big things underneath this cork in here, I'll tell you that right now. Nice chewy structure, more blueberry on this one, spicy aromas, a little bit of cherry, blueberry, anise. A nice structure. It's very structured for a Zinfandel. Then we go into Murphy Good's Liar's Dice. I understand that Murphy Good and some other Zinfandel growers up in Sonoma area were playing dice games, and from that they came up with this wonderful Zinfandel called Liar's Dice. It is just a lot of big raspberry, lots of nice black cherry, blackberry jam in this. This one is probably the jammier of all of the Zinfandels that are featured right here. Soft round tannins on this, balanced sweetness of the fruit. Not sweet, just a balanced sweetness of the fruit. But this gives our lineup for this week of Zinfandels. I have to remind you too that March 1st and 2nd is Wine Club Pickup, and you don't want to miss out on the wonderful wines that Heidi Daniels has picked for this wonderful event of Wine Club. So please put marks on your calendar for March 1st and March 2nd. Don't forget about the Valentine's dinner coming up at Owen's Bistro this Wednesday, February 12th at 6:30. and you'll see, I hope to see you this week, and as always, cheers.